All right. Hi everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. So how are you guys? I hope that you are all well. And yeah, today we're gonna just take a look at the game Infinitode 2. I will be just doing in the meantime some quests to complete my profile, like all the things I need to do to max the game. And yeah, in the meantime, I will be answering some questions if you guys wanna know some things. And Mahmoud, hi, welcome. Thank you for the greetings from Turkey. And yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Today I had a very big exam in the morning, and thanks to God it went all good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So now I'm very close at graduating. I just need to do one more exam, and then that's gonna be it. I will be officially a physical therapist. So I'm very excited. And yeah, just 1 month, pretty much 1 month and something, I will be graduating. Levathorn, welcome. And yeah, so I'm here still playing on my main account, so the one from which I completed like all the other research 100%, endless research. And I'm actually now playing here because of the fact that I still need to complete, all the quests for all the levels. After the minor update, now some quests are gonna give additional buffs to the level, like for example bonus coins, more range, more damage, stuff like that. And yeah, I still need to complete a lot of levels. So yeah, that's gonna be doing here in this moment. I will be using, of course, endless research, because in that way my towers are going to be much stronger, and therefore I will be able to complete the quest much more easily. So yeah, don't worry about the English. I'm not English myself, so I understand perfectly the problems, with the language and being able to speak in English. So yeah, but thanks for the appreciation. Alright, so if you guys have any questions about the game, maybe you're going to have also, I've received a lot of comments about how to beat, for example, like the last stage, stage 6, how to beat it, to be able to unlock Crasher. But unfortunately, I think the best answer is actually to max, or to go very close at maxing normal research, because that's like almost a must if you're gonna be able to clear up these levels and to unlock Crasher. And yeah, so that's just it. So let's start here with the quest. I will just pick all the going in order, and yeah, let's just do here level 1.5. I will try to complete as many as I can. I'm playing right now with endless at 300% difficulty. I could actually even reduce it, because I don't need resources anymore. I don't need green peppers. I don't need anything, because I have already maxed all the stats from the game, so I don't need to actually gain anything else. So yeah, I will be just reducing to maximum endless. In that way I can it's even easier for my towers. And yeah, let's just start. So I will try to complete these quests as fast as possible, and then I will just keep on doing the level until I can just complete all the quests. So Levathorn, good job on the farming with Splash and Tesla. That's definitely good, because those two towers are pretty decent. Why so levels are golden? Oh, that's because of their quests. When you complete, see here, when you complete all the quests in a level, the border of the level becomes golden. And that's why some levels here are golden, because I have completed already all the quests. Some other ones instead I haven't, so that's why the border is like normal. So that's the gold border that you can see on certain levels. Alright, so here I need to kill enemies in one game, total enemies killed, and then damage with cannon and sniper. So now with max endless, getting the damage status is very easy. So I think I'm gonna just go with this probably, and freezing, and yeah, probably cannon also, and then sniper. So let's do something like this, like a mixed strategy. But yeah, my towers here, because of max endless, are doing a ton of damage. They're gonna level up super fast. They can level up to level 100 up here. All the stats are super high. All the abilities have insane stats. So yeah, these towers are doing a ton of damage. So yeah, that should make me able to complete these quests even faster. And also another thing I just like to do is normally just playing on insta auto wave call, especially when there is like enemies killed or stuff like that, because of the fact that by making the instant auto wave, there are more enemies coming out. So like there is even less delay. All right, so it's about everything level 1. Also, another thing that's not very needed when you max endless is going with the bounty modifiers. You can do that to increase your income, but like you could place like up to 10 bounty modifiers in one game. But I think that like placing more than 5 is not really needed, because you're gonna start gaining so much cash by calling the next wave early, by just destroying the enemies, that is like not needed. You can continue playing after this game. You completed this game. Yeah, I think I have already said it in other videos, but I'm gonna just say it again. I will start a complete new account, and I'm gonna just show you guys my the journey from zero, from scratch, how to beat all the levels, how to farm early on, how to which towers use your resources, and so on. Mr. Pro Player, hi, welcome. And yeah, so that's my goal. I'm trying to really start a new account of this, so that I can show you guys my journey, and how to progress through the game, if you're a new player. So I hope that you know, those series that I will start are gonna be helpful for everybody. I think before of starting that series, I will just do 1 or 2 more guide series. For example, the series where I just show the abilities, right? Because I explain all the abilities, how they work. Then another series is gonna be about the modifiers, because you know, not a lot of players know what they mean, how to best use them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do all of that, and then I will start this new account, and I will start just showing you guys the progress through. So I've already placed 3, 4, 6 bounties, and you can see that the amount of coins I'm gaining is very high, so I don't think I need more than that. I don't need resources, so even here I could place miners, I could place modifiers, I could mine, but once again, something that is not really needed for me at this stage. And so the only thing that's left is just upgrading these towers level 10, and just you know, doing damage like that. Alright, so I completed here 3 quests. I just need to do now damage from the sniper. So let's sell this. Let's sell all the cannons, and let's just place snipers, I guess, to just be able to complete that quest sooner, faster. Yeah, here we go. So that's all 4 quests already done. So let's just end the game right now. And then you just reopen the same level again, and you see which are the next quest. And you just keep on doing this. This is the fastest and easiest way to complete all the quests. In this case is enemies killed by basic, so I need to place a lot of basic towers now at the beginning. So probably also here 3, 4, 6 should be enough for now. Yeah, maybe just 2 more right here. And normally I just like to get, in this case, damage, and then I like to get foundation, because this makes the projectiles have ricochet, and that's a huge advantage, especially on endless, because you have 84%, so it's almost guaranteed that each projectile can hit at least one more enemy, so you have a lot more area damage. That is something that you really lack with this tower. Alright, let's start placing again the modifiers. Basic towers are also super cheap, so you can upgrade them very easily. Oops, here. And you can see also because of the range increase, because of all the stats, this range is insanely large. So that's 5 bounties. Once again, I will place, yeah, I think even 5 now is gonna be enough, because of the fact that these towers are even cheaper than the ones I placed before. What is your favorite tower? My favorite tower, I have to say, like, after I have completed Endless, so I have like all the towers maxed with all their stats, with all their special stats, you know, being maxed. I really started appreciating the laser tower, and it's one of my favorite towers, because of the fact that, you know, with all the amount of lasers that you got, all the beams that you got at once, plus the rotation that you have is pretty decent, and all the stuff really makes it a super cool tower. That deals also a very high amount of damage, like base damage is very large. So yeah, it's has become one of my favorite towers, but only after Endless, so only after like maxing it out, I think it really shines. Another very cool tower with max research is Sniper. It becomes insanely strong, and yeah, because of the fact that the Sniper by itself doesn't really have such high stats as, for example, Laser, or as Gauss, or like Crusher even. But the fact that you can crit, and the fact that with research you can really make the crit multiplier to be thousands and thousands, to increase the crit by thousands and 1000%, means that really you can do a lot more damage. And yeah, also Sniper with max Endless becomes like insanely strong. So yeah, definitely like Laser and the Sniper have become two of my favorite towers after maxing Endless. Towers, for example, like Missile, Tesla, Venom, you know, Crusher, you know, Gauss were already good, even before like you max Endless. Of course, they become even stronger afterwards, but you see, there is a lot more going on with like Laser, or even Minigun. Also, Minigun becomes a very strong tower with max Endless research. So yeah, towers that you would normally say that they're pretty weak, with max Endless become super strong. So yeah, your favorite tower is a Missile. That's nice. Missile with max Endless. I think you can fire up to 8 missiles. Let me see here. 7 missiles. So 7 missiles. That's the maximum amount that you can fire at once with the ability. So definitely also that makes Missile a lot stronger with max Endless. Alright, so you can see still here, wave 87. Enemies have about like 20,000 HP. Now they have a little bit more. But still, I can like pretty much destroy them so quickly that they cannot even reach the first turn. And I could increase the damage even more if I would place like here 3 freezing towers and just upgrading them level 10. So by getting here the cold evaporation bonus, I can make this the enemies to receive more damage when they are in range of these towers. So of course, it's not for all the enemies, because this one, see that maybe at the beginning is not there, especially this one. But yeah, the extra damage definitely increases a lot the overall efficiency. Right, so here we go. That's the 4 quests done. So let's end the game. Canal Paron, hi, welcome. So let's see, I just need 7, I need 7 more quests. You can see that I'm not even using abilities, it's not even needed here. Right, in this case, okay, I should be able to end these 4 quests very fast. So let's just place here, I think I just need 2 cannons, I don't think I need more. And let's just place here some bounties as always. And in this case I need Scholar, so we'll just need to place here 1 miner, and it's gonna just give me all the resources that I need. So yeah, this quest should be, these 4 quests, I should be able to complete them quite fast. Of course, the damage dealt depends on the HP of the enemies, so the more the game goes on, the more HP they have, so the faster you reach the damage. In this case, I'm gonna place here 1 mining modifier to mine even faster the resources. And I can even like get it level 3. You can see here how quick the miner is mining the resources, and it's even 75%. So I'm mining at 75% speed, but still the amount of resources gained are insanely high. And yeah, Canal Paron, I agree with you. This game is very good. And it has, the very cool thing about the game is that it's also pretty simple, you know, in terms of graphics. There are no super insane graphics or stuff like that, but it's still very enjoyable. And the fact that you have so much research really makes it a challenge, you know, trying to max it out. And I'm currently here playing with my towers maxed out, so I'm playing on Endless on the easiest difficulty. But with you know, with all my towers being maxed, and that's why you can see they're so strong, and they're just destroying the enemies here super quickly. So I just need here to do damage. So unfortunately, I cannot speed up this process because I have already here insta calling the wave. So it's just about here waiting for more enemies to have more and more HP, so I can reach this maximum damage. And yeah, even if I increase the damage from cannon, it's not really changing much because the enemies like have a certain threshold of HP, so you cannot do more than a certain percentage of damage at once. Actually, I could get here maybe some more freezing towers so that they can actually increase the damage they take, so maybe I can reach this number right there faster. So let's try that. Let's see if that's gonna help. Now reaching this 1.4 million from cannon faster. I'm only placing cannon as offensive towers, and that way I'm only stacking the damage from it, so I'm reaching this number more quickly. Alright, here we go. That's it. Once again, just end the game. And I just need 3 more quests here. And that should be level 1.5. I don't speak Portuguese, but I speak Spanish. So I guess we could understand each other. Or maybe you can hear it from my accent. Now, in this case is a sniper. Score. So score shouldn't be a problem, sniper, and then the playing time. So unfortunately, once again, this playing time really hurts because of the fact that you cannot speed it up in any way. Like if you're already playing at maximum speed, that's it. So let's place here 6 snipers, I guess. 3 freezing towers. And yeah. Oops, here I cannot call the insta auto wave call because you can see that otherwise the enemy is just stuck up too much. Snipers at the beginning do not really have a lot of attack speed, so that's why you see they lag behind. So yeah, I can't do that yet. So no insta wave call for now. But as soon as they're gonna reach like level 20 probably, I should be able to start like insta auto wave call, and that should be fine. Alright. So once again here, this 2.4 thousand enemies killed by sniper is gonna take a while because it's a lot of enemies. But also the total playing time is quite long. Thankfully, this playing time is considered as in-game time. So because I'm playing here at maximum speed, I'm already reducing this at probably 20 minutes. No, wait. The maximum speed is like 4 times the normal speed. So this split at 4 is 60, 80 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. So it should take 20 real minutes to reach 1 hour and 20. So let's let's do that. Once again here, I'm not gonna place more than, well, snipers are more expensive, but I think still that 5 modifiers, bounty modifiers, should be enough. Alright, so this one I'm gonna get more power. With the other 2, I will get the snowball. And you can see here what happens is that when a sniper starts being higher level than the others, you can see that this one is the one that's killing every enemy. Like the other snipers have almost 0 kills right now. And that's why you can see that this sniper is leveling up so fast. You can see that it has reached already level 37. The other ones are stuck at level 11, 13. And that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, that's something that you cannot change. Like there is always one tower that takes over. And you can see here, because of the crit chance starts being so high, like 90% of crit. And you can see here the crit multiplier. See, each crit is doing 1.2 thousand% more damage. So you can see here the damage. So already doing 100% with the crit, 100% extra damage, means that you do double damage, right? So imagine 1000%. 1000% is 10 times the amount of damage you do here with each crit. And I'm actually doing more than that because it's more than 1000, it's 1.25 thousand in this case. So yeah, let's level it up. Let's level up everything here, level 10. Yeah, the more the sniper, with each level that the sniper gains, this crit multiplier increases. And that's why it becomes so insanely powerful. And that's why this sniper right here with the highest passive level is the one that is like stealing and doing all the kills over like the other snipers. I'm waiting here to get the ultimate until like every sniper gets level 20. That's when I will get like the ultimate for all of them. Yeah, playing time is one of the quests that it's the most boring one because it's really long. You have homeworks to do, MS? Okay, yeah, don't worry, Mahmoud. Thank you for your company. Thank you for your comments. Have and do your homeworks and concentrate on that. Of course, studying and school is very important. So thank you for having watched the stream, and see ya. Alright, so that's another sniper here, level 20. And just try to wait a little bit more. I'm getting here very close at reaching the quest that I need for the snipers. So maybe after I get the snipers quest, I could like sell maybe some towers, some snipers, and I could place something else. Like I could place a minigun, I could place a crusher, a venom, I don't know, something like that. Just to be able to reach this playing time more quickly. So yeah, when you play at maximum speed, this should be 4 times the real speed. So yeah, but this is not 4 times every second, it's less. So yeah, it's gonna take more than 20 minutes, unfortunately. To be honest, maybe I'm gonna even, like, as soon as complete the quest from the snipers, I'm gonna just quit this level. I'm gonna just complete the playing time quest another day. Alright, yeah, here we go. All the snipers here are level 20, so I'm gonna just get the ultimate for all of them, right? And you can see that this sniper is level 78, so not even level 100 yet. You can see the crit multiplier getting closer and closer to 2000%. So that's like 20 times the amount of damage that you can see right here with each crit. And you have a 90% of crit, so it's like almost every attack is doing 20 times this number right here. And if I see correctly, it should be like 800,000 damage with each crit. So that's an insane amount of damage. And you can see that here each enemy is right now having like 100, well, it depends on the type of enemy, but around like 150,000 HP. So each sniper can like one shot, at least this one can like one shot one enemy with just one attack. And that's just crazy. Gerald Villalobos, hi, welcome. Alright, so I'm gonna just reach here with the timer, probably something around 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna just quit this level and I'm gonna just continue with another one. Otherwise, it's gonna just be boring, like watching the snipers alone. Here, as I said before, like I could sell these freezing towers to place some other towers, maybe like a cannon, maybe like a minigun or some other tower good against fast enemies, because snipers really struggles against these yellow enemies, see? So like a tower like cannon could be great. Multi-shot also could be great, but it cannot damage strong enemies, so that's the only like bad thing. Also venom is pretty good. Laser also is pretty good. It's not very good against regulars, but then but yeah, I don't think I will be playing still more this level, so I'm gonna just quit here after like this last minute. Canal, Paron, hi, and bye. Thanks for having watched the stream. Alright, here we go. So let's just end it right now, 40 minutes. That should be enough. So that's the level 1.5. So the last quest I need to complete is this one right here. You can see that you can actually complete it if you use accelerators. You don't get the rewards, but you can complete it if you want to. In this case, I will not do it, but there is that way that you can also use to complete the quests. In this case, I need also one more quest for level 1.6, so let's do it right now. It's enemy skill in one game. Alright, that should be pretty easy. So, now here I can place whatever I want. So I'm gonna place probably here a crusher. Here, blast. And then I'm gonna just place some like random towers, probably. Cannon here could be great. Venom. At least one Venom. One Tesla. Sniper. And minigun, yeah. So I'm gonna place a lot of different towers to just show you guys different strategies, different setups. And you actually do a lot more damage when you combo your towers like this. It's a lot better to place different towers than to place just one type of tower. Of course, when you're gonna complete a quest, you have to, you need to kill enemies with a certain tower. The easiest way and the fastest way to complete it is by using the same tower, right? But when you can just go free and you don't have any quests to complete, the best way is actually through placing different towers. Alright, so let's place as always here some bounties. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get the lightning bolt. Alright, so that's 6 bounties. I think 5 should be enough. I just place one more, why not? And I'm gonna place another here freezing just to get the extra damage here. Zaid Mla, hi, welcome. No, Zaid Mia, right? Mia. You, Alex, what's the best way to grind? Once you've beaten the story and got the Tesla tower, I'm kind of unmotivated because I want to level up, but it feels really slow. And I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so the easiest way to level up is to actually don't stop at the story. Like when you complete the story and when you get all the towers unlocked, don't stop there. Try to always like, I think the last tower that you unlock is Crusher. When you finish level 6.4, I think you unlock Crusher. So that's of course something that you have to do. So the story ends, I think, at level 5.8, but if you're gonna unlock all the towers and all the research, you need to beat level 6.4. Anyway, the best way to level up in the game is not actually through just finishing the story and like unlocking all the quests or stuff like that. The easiest way is unlocking endless mode. So yeah, exactly. Crusher gets unlocked at 6.4. So if you haven't unlocked that, then that means that you still need to somehow not level up and increase your normal research until you can. Even 1 star is enough, or 2 stars I think is needed to unlock level 6.4. and just try to use your abilities, you know, use everything at your disposal to be able to obtain those 2 stars. And as I was saying, the most important thing is unlocking endless mode. So that's really your goal, unlocking endless mode as fast as possible. So see for the requisites. So what are the requirements for you to unlock endless mode? And once you know the requirements, that's where you need to start farming, just thinking about that. So thinking about those requirements, try to unlock it, try to unlock endless as fast as possible, and then after you unlock it, start playing only on endless. Don't play any more normal, start playing on endless, so in that way you have the extra loot, you start getting a lot more resources, and you just start increasing, like improving the game. You start improving it by a lot faster, and that's what I think is just the easiest way to farm. Don't worry too much about like getting I don't know, a certain amount of resources each day or stuff like that. Don't worry about that at the beginning. Just make sure that you just keep steadily progressing. Don't annoy yourself too much. Don't play too much the game. Just play enough to just keep on going. And yeah, the most important thing is really unlocking this thing right here, endless. And after you get that, you play on endless, and you start playing only on endless. You can start, for example, like farming like level 5.7 or 5.5 or 5.4, depending on what resources you might need right away. After you have some pretty decent research on the most important towers, like for example Tesla, you know, freezing, all those towers, and then try to max flamethrower, right? And then start creating a custom map, and then start farming the custom map. Farm the custom map, because in that way you can get the lucky shot tickets. These ones are here, that are a must if you wanna get the research tickets, that are these ones right here. And these tickets must be used on endless to unlock bit the drop rate, loot frequency, and loot rarity. These 3 things are the most important things in the game on endless, because these are gonna just make you earn so much more items that then you're gonna be able to earn thousands and thousands of bids and all the other items that you might need. So when you can reach like level 30 right here, level 30 here, and level 30 here, that's where you can switch the transition. Of course, in all that meantime, you're gonna like make your towers like Splash, Freezing, Crusher especially, you know, stronger, and also Gauss. You need these 4 towers, and then you can start farming level 6.3. And after you start farming this level, you start getting a lot more resources, you start getting a lot more stuff, so you can increase your Freezing, your Crusher, your Gauss, and your Splash a lot more. You can survive more, you can get higher scores, you can start increasing then, very importantly, the miners, the mining speed, especially of Infure is the most important one that you need to upgrade. Then you start increasing the mining speed modifier, the bonus mining speed, and then slowly you start gaining more and more stuff, so you can start focusing on like getting more abilities, also making your abilities stronger, especially the overload ability, so that you get, especially I think this one over here, mining speed bonus, and also the duration. And yeah, slowly like that, you can just start steadily increasing. You're gonna gain more lucky shot tickets, so you can use the research tickets more on beat the drop rate, reach level 50 first here, and then you can just focusing on loot frequency, reaching also level 100 there, and then loot rarity. So that's the order of things. And if you keep the progress steady, don't worry too much about like trying to do everything one day, because you're not gonna be able to. Just play the game 1 hour. When you get a little bit bored, stop playing it, and then slowly, every day you can just increase. And yeah, that's it. I think that's just the easiest way to just progress through the game, in my opinion. And in that way also you don't get tired, because if you force yourself to play too much, you're gonna end up getting tired about the game. And then when you start like not having fun anymore playing a game, is where yeah, it's pretty bad. So yeah, endless mode, farming your custom map with flamethrower. It's very important choosing the portals correctly, because you're gonna choose portals that do not have like healers, and like the portals. I mean, sorry, not the portal. Yeah, the portals. The portals with the highest enemy difficulty, right? The highest percentage right here. And also with the enemies that can be spawned without healers. That's the most important thing if you're gonna farm with flamethrower. And okay, let me just get everything here level 6. And at the same time that you're farming there, you might be getting better bases. You might be increasing your custom map. Remember at the beginning, like for endless research, you cannot spend your research tickets right away. You need to first like get level 10 using prestige tickets. But remember that now you can sell your custom map items to get prestige dust that you can transform into prestige tickets. So now there is a way that you just don't need like to sell anymore the custom maps like as it was in the past. The only way to get research tickets before was either reselling quests or selling custom map, but now it doesn't work like that anymore. You can increase your prestige tickets also by selling the custom map items and getting prestige dust, and then you convert that into prestige tickets. At the same time you're getting the prestige tickets in this way, you can also get the lucky shot tickets. And then you can try your luck on the lucky wheel. You can get some research tickets. Always try to aim for that. And then slowly, as you get improving, you can increase. You're gonna get items. You're gonna get bit dust, of course, as well. And you can keep on increasing your bit dust level. You can increase your flamethrower on endless research, so it deals more damage. So you can like use less abilities and yeah, just slowly, improving from there. There are many guides on YouTube. I recommend you to go watch Chunfu channel, because there he has a very clear guide, like starting from endless, right, and then increasing from endless there. So like farming custom maps and all that part. Unfortunately, he just doesn't. He played, in my opinion, he played too long custom maps. Like you should be starting playing a level 6.3 a little bit sooner. But yeah, even on my own videos, like if you go some months ago, probably like between April or May, you should be able to see my progress, which was my progress on endless, and then from there how I increased everything. And yeah, it's just a slow process, but it's just the only one really that you can do. It's just steady and slow progress. If it would be easy and fast to max everything from the game, everyone would do it, right? But because it's so long, it requires dedication, it requires patience, and that's why not everyone has maxed everything. So yeah, on the endless tree, the most important thing is always bit dust drop rate first, like maxing it out, then loot frequency, and then loot rarity. Like everything else comes in second place. Like even like upgrading your crusher, your freezing, your splash, and your Gauss to farm 6.3 always comes in second, always comes afterwards. Your research tickets must always be used for bait dust drop rate, for loop frequency, and for loot rarity. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Like you feel like you're not making any steps forward, and that's true because of the fact that you know, you feel like you're progressing very slowly, and that's a certain phase on Endless. Like when you start farming your custom map, it might be very slow at the beginning. You might not get any lucky shot tickets at all. You might get very low bids, but you need to keep, you know, trying. And you need to keep improving, and especially, you know, you need to start adjusting level from Endless. As you get stronger, you can see, okay, my abilities also are stronger, so I can use my abilities to be able to beat the custom map, and at the same time, you know, you still are getting the same rewards. So that's why it's so important to it's just important to not giving up and just keep on trying. So just place a sniper there just to be able to have a different type of damage, because I completed the quest from enemies killed by cannon. Welcome back, Mammoth. Alright, so I need here to spend money on towers, so I'm gonna just place, guess here, no, not this one, but splash. Upgrading it, selling, placing, upgrading, selling, and this process you can do it over and over again, so you can just complete this quest very easily in this way. Here we go. Enemies killed, unfortunately, also that one is pretty long to complete, because you cannot speed up the process. Like if you insta auto wait call, then that's it. Like you cannot increase the number of enemies in any way. And yeah, so this takes a lot of time as well. Triple B, welcome to the stream. And yeah, that's a lot of sharple. Yeah, that's right. You can see here with max endless, each attack causes 10 splinters. So I have 3 cannons here, so that's a total of 30 splinters for each attack, and they have a pretty high attack speed as well. So that's like 30 splinters for each attack. So that's like probably 90 splinters flying around, because I should be able to attack at least like 3 times if I go slow motion here. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see how many projectiles each cannon fires in just one split second. Like 1, 2, 3, see here, like 3 or 4 projectiles. So that's why you see all this amount of splinters. Oh yeah, true. Actually, Gauss is a lot easier to get the quest on, because Gauss is more expensive. So yeah, that's right. I could have placed Gauss to reach this, to do this quest faster. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I kept on like using Splash, because before this 1.8 update, Gauss Tower wasn't available to use on any level. And so the easiest tower to get this reward on was with Splash. Now probably Missile also is more expensive than Splash, so, but Gauss is definitely the most expensive. So yeah, I should use that. Yeah, once again, unfortunately, this quest is quite long, so I think I will reach like 4,000 enemies killed, and then I'm gonna move on to another level. If you guys have any questions or stuff like that, just ask me. Alright, so that's 4,000, so let's just end the game right now. 2.3 thousand more enemies is quite a while, so let's just move on here. Let's do 2.2, right? Yeah. Let's see this one, the quest. Score gain. Alright, so this one should be pretty fast, other than the enemies killed by sniper. Should be pretty quick. So let's start. 2 snipers should be enough. No, wait, there are... Oh no, there are some fast enemies here. Yeah, that's pretty nasty actually. So I will need to place more snipers here. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, and I can't play with insta vehicle. I will be able to place only 2 bounties, but that's alright. So let's place here as many freezing as possible to just maximize the damage I do to the enemies. J Bar, hi, welcome. So J Bar comment here is in Spanish. I'm gonna just translate it for you guys. He's saying, I unlocked the mode endless. I wanna start the farming on some things, but I don't know any design or the maps to farm. So I'm gonna just answer now to this comment in Spanish. I know that you guys might not be able to understand, but it's just for it's just because I don't know if he speaks, or this person speaks English. Entonces, para los mejores niveles para poder farmear después que tenés el Endless, no tendrías que buscar de hacer niveles ahí nomás. Tendrías que probar a construir mapas custom, y tendrías que probar primero a farmear, digamos, eso, ¿no? Porque esa es la manera más rápida para tener los tickets, ¿no? Para la rueda, y eso te puedes ayudar para después poder tener los tickets rojos, ¿no? Los research tickets. Y entonces digamos que al inicio lo mejor es hacer eso. Después puedes comenzar a hacer puedes comenzar a farmear el nivel 6.3. El nivel 6.3 es el mejor para farmear, pero necesitas tener ya un nivel bastante bueno de beat dust drop rate, loot frequency y loot rarity. Así que digamos que esas son las cosas principales que te tienes que concentrar hacer. Oh, sorry, I read the comment now that I could have replied in English. Okay, anyway, it's just the same. No, wait, this one. If you can do a tutorial video for modifiers, that is great for all players. Yeah, exactly. That's the next video I will publish tomorrow. So I will publish a video about exactly that, like modifiers, how they work, what they mean, how to best use them, yeah. So it's gonna be a general video just exploring all the modifiers at once. Once again, I will be just playing on normal, so with normal research, not endless one, just normal. And yeah, I hope that the videos are gonna be helpful for all of you guys. Ok, so J-Bar, te voy a hacer ver después que termine de hacer estas quests. Te voy a hacer ver un diseño muy fácil para una mapa custom que puedes usar también vos. Yo lo he tomado de otro jugador que se llama Chunfu Chou. Es un design muy fácil. Necesitas tener algunas componentes, digamos, pero tendría que salirte bien. Después te la hago ver, así que así tenés una idea. So J-Bar here asked about the map design for custom maps, like how you can build a custom map so that it's good for farming. I haven't seen all your turret videos, but from what I last remember, you recommended Poison, Freeze, Flamethrower, I think that's last wall. Talking about before Endless. What are the best turrets to use and focus on to get through the last floors 6.2, 6.4? Alright. So yeah, I will definitely show you guys all this after this. I just complete this these 4 quests. Now, before you start Endless, actually Flamethrower is not good. Focus on Freeze, Poison, Tesla, and Crusher. But unfortunately, Crusher, you unlock it at level 6.4, right? So you can't use it to reach level 6.4. And a good alternative to Crusher, I think it's it could be like Cannon, a mix of like Cannon, multi-shot, or Sniper. Could be a good combo. But definitely like the ones that you really need to focus a lot or resources is Tesla, Freezing, and Venom. Flamethrower unfortunately is good for farming custom maps at the beginning, but that's after you have already unlocked Endless. You have all the towers, so you can, you know, increase. You have Crusher. You can also increase the research on Crusher and so on. So yeah, that's afterwards. Thank you, Gerald, for the Spanish comment. Yeah, I'm Argentinian, so that's why I know Spanish. And yeah, unfortunately, I mean, English is just a language that it's just the, you know, the word language. So that's why I do my videos and everything in English, so that, you know, anyone that could watch them can understand. But yeah, definitely Spanish. I mean, I played the game in English, as you can see. So many like exact names, I don't know them in Spanish. So that's the only like bad thing. But other than that, it's fun also for me. Right, here we go. Will you do one video on abilities? Yes, exactly. I'm gonna do also a full tutorial video on abilities, how they work, what are the best abilities, and yeah, also of course research on abilities. It's very important. So yeah, my next 2 videos that I will do about the guide series is gonna be guide series about modifiers, and then guide series about abilities. So those are the 2 new videos that I will publish about Infinitode 2, and then I will start doing the new account, and I will start covering all the things you have to do from the beginning and so on. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to share a very quick design for a custom map so that you guys can see. So first of all, on any custom map, all right, you wanna make it larger. You don't need a very large map, but you want a pretty decent large map, and therefore you need to go right here, all right, and you see this point right here. This increases the map size, so you want to increase it. Even if you don't have it max, doesn't matter, but at least increase it a little bit so the map is larger. All right, so that's the first thing. Second thing, what you need to do is you need to set up your portals, so from where the enemies come out. As I said before, you need to select the portals with the highest difficulty, so the ones that you have with the highest difficulty. But because the custom map farming is better done with Flamethrower, you need to always select portals that do not have healers. You can see that this one for me has healers, so this is a bad portal for me. This one also has healers, so that's bad. This one, for example, doesn't have healers, so this could be a good portal for me, and that's why I'm gonna place it right anywhere. And then you just do this process over and over. So this one doesn't have any healers, right? So you can place it. This one also doesn't have any healers. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. You can place up to a total of 8 portals in any custom map. So that's the maximum you can place. Now then you can of course see, okay, are there any better portals that I could place? For example, portals that have the violet enemies, so the fighter enemies are the best portals. So if you can find a portal that doesn't have healers and that do have the fighter enemies, that's exactly what you want. So for example, this one has fighter enemies, so for example, I'm gonna use this one, I'm gonna switch it with another one. Let's see, also this one has fighters, and yeah, let's also switch this one because I don't want any. These armor enemies also do not take a lot of damage from flamethrower. They take like 25% of damage, so if you can switch them out, that would be the best. This one has healers. This one doesn't have any fighters. This one is good. Alright. No, wait, this one has healers. What I'm doing. Healers, let's see here. This one. So you can see that I have fighters on every single portal, and I don't have any healers, and I don't have any armored. Of course, at the beginning, it might not be easy to find these portals, but remember that you have difficulties. Like if you don't have any highest difficulty portal, right, with this type of enemies, then you can just go to a lower difficulty, and then a lower difficulty, and then a lower, until you eventually can find all the best portals. So don't worry much at the beginning about difficulty, just try to find the best portals. Then from here, alright, you just place them in a corner, and then what you're gonna need is you're gonna need here a set of teleports, right? So these things right here that can teleport the enemies from here to where you're gonna place your path and your towers. So you can choose any color, just choose the teleports where you have at least 5 of which, right? So you need to have at least 5 for the kind. For example, here I could choose this one right here, and you're gonna place this one. See here, you're placing them in the middle, so like this. So all the enemies can actually fly through and can enter into the portals. Then on the main part of the map, all these things right here, so the road items, platforms, all these things can be obtained through looting and through opening these things right here. So if you open these chests, if you open these things right here, right, these are all items that you're gonna award, that they're gonna be for custom maps. You can also find everything right here. So yeah, especially like opening chests, these chests right here really increases your chance of getting those items. So yeah, the easiest way is actually through the orange chest, but of course you need to have some pretty decent green papers to open like 50 of them. But yeah, as you're gonna play Endless, so when you unlock Endless and you start playing on Endless, you start getting a custom loot, so special loot. And always that loot is gonna be something that eventually can result in these things, right? These random tiles that can have inside teleports, can have any custom map item. So once you have this, then you have to set the same teleport color that you use up here. So for me was this one, right? It was amber. You need to set it on where you're gonna place your main towers. So let's suppose I'm gonna place my main attack right here, right? So let's place it right here. Then the next part is building the road. Now the road is very simple. You just need to do this. From the teleport, so from the little thing, you have to have a road that comes out. And this road must have as many of these 90-degree turns as possible. And then must be like in a circle shape. So it's a path that does like this, that goes in a circle. So for example, I'm gonna just show you here an example, for example, like this. Alright, I'm just improvising here, but I'm just to show you guys the the base concept on how to build a map like this. Okay, here I messed up again. So let's see. Yeah, whatever. No. So this one is too much, and this is too much. So something like this, all right, that just goes in circle, all right, and then comes again towards the center, goes again towards the side, like this, and then comes again towards the center, and then goes like ends around here, all right, doesn't really matter. And then, I don't know, from here you can just do this, and then here you place your base. So try to add as many of these 90-degree turns as possible, all right? And that's gonna really increase the path that the enemies have to take, and therefore that increases the time. Now, the base that you have is very, very important. You have to find a base that doesn't have any of these dots right here, because each of these dots is either disabling research, so that's something that you don't want to have, because you want to have research to make your towers stronger. You don't want to have abilities, because the yellow dot is not gonna allow you to use abilities, so that's bad. And now the blue dot is gonna make enemies to walk on platforms, and that's also something that you should avoid, because I'm gonna show you in a moment, all the platforms where you're gonna place your towers are gonna be around here. And therefore, if enemies can walk through platforms, it's gonna be very easy for them to like sneak past and to reach the base much faster. So just try to find a portal here that doesn't have any of these dots. For example, for me, it will be, I need to find a lot. This one right here. This is the first. Now, when you find a base, right, don't worry at the beginning, don't worry how much the stats. But always try to find a base that has either experience multiplier, damage, range, and these three things. So experience multiplier, range, and damage. If you also can have a base with tower price cost decrease, is the best, but just worry about range, damage, and experience multiplier. So see between all your bases, see which is the one that has multiple of these stats. So at least it has two, for example, experience and range, or experience and damage, or range and damage, and so on, right? So always try to look here with your bases. For example, this one for me has experience multiplier and range, but personally I just prefer damage. So let's see, for example, this one, again, experience, range, and also tower upgrade price reduction. So for example, this one could be good, 10% range, 20% damage, plus some more attack speed, so that's pretty good. So let's see here if I have any better base. For example, this one is pretty nice, because it has tower upgrade price minus range and damage. So once you find this pretty decent base, you place it, and now you can see that all the enemies magically appear, because of the fact that all the enemies can actually reach this base somehow. Now the next part is placing the platforms. Platforms, you're gonna always have the one where you're gonna place your flamethrower, alright, must always be in the center. So I don't know, like this, anywhere that you like, but must always be where you're gonna place your flamethrower. And then around it, you can either place some flat platforms like this, so platforms that do not have any stats, or you can place something else, right, depending on what you prefer. You can place any platforms around it, and this is important because around your flamethrower you're gonna place modifiers that increase damage and that increase power of your flamethrower, right? So that's very, very important. So you're always gonna have a core like this. It's very small, but at the beginning is perfect. And you can see that now that you have placed this, if I, for example, I want to start, right, I want to play this map. Of course, here I have max research, so this is going to be pretty easy, but just to show you that, for example, see that here the map is just too large. There is a whole part here that I can't attack, so these are all wasted space. So I go here and I'm gonna modify the base, now that I have placed this, so that it fits my tower, how my tower is. So for example, I could here delete all these right side, right? deleting all this because it's just too far away from where my tower is. Right. Also deleting this. All right. Let's just keep the last bar here, like this. All right. And then once again going into roads, and I could place, for example, in this case, the path like this. All right. And now you can see that what happens is that now the path, of course, is much shorter, but it's going to be almost always in range of my tower. See now? So my tower can attack the enemies almost constantly. And that's of course a gain, because I'm not going to waste any time where the enemies are outside the range and they just cannot be reached. As your tower gets more range, you increase it with research and all the stuff, you can make a larger and larger map. This is just an example. Yeah, let's just switch to normal so you guys can see, for example, this custom map on normal, right? How it would look like with like a flamethrower that doesn't have much range. For example, this is the normal range from flamethrower. You can see it's much smaller, but this is still pretty good because of the fact that here, for example, if I place it, right, let's just take here. If I just upgrade it, in this case, flamethrower, you're always going to get the first upgrades. Where there are some flying enemies, you're going to use abilities. For example, in this case, ball lightning is the best ability. Right, you want to use it like this. You just need to increase your flamethrower, right? Just increase it in terms of like spend all the cash that you earn to upgrade it. When you reach like level 7, you can start getting some modifiers. For example, I like to place some damage modifiers first. Like for example, like 2 of them. Then I like to get a level 8, level 9, then placing more modifiers. And you can see that in this case, the range, see that it increases as I upgrade the tower. And this tower is very good because even if the enemies are not in range of it, you can see that they're burning. And so they're going to be destroyed even if they can't be attacked or damaged directly. And yeah, so remember that every 40 waves there will always be a boss spawning. Oops. So you need to take care of that, and if you can't beat the boss already with your tower, you can always use like abilities. Alright. And that's it. This is how to build a custom map, especially at the beginning, and without really caring that much about tiles or stuff like that. You don't really have to have many tiles to perform this. Remember, the portals, the important thing is that you get the ones with the highest difficulty that have the best enemies spawning. So that's pretty much it. See here, level 10 already, flamethrower, right? So that's max level. Upgrade level is gonna reach very soon here the max level in terms of experience. And you can see the damage it's doing is pretty high. See this base damage of, like now as I get power, it's almost 5,000 damage. And I can further increase it with all these modifiers here of damage. And then I can place even more by getting power. So you're always going to do this. So damage on the side and then on the edge power. And you can see that this flamethrower here, level 20, so max level, max upgrade level, has 7.2 thousand damage. And yeah, unfortunately you cannot increase it any further because it's just the cap. And you can see that now as the enemies get more and more HP, it starts struggling. But yeah, this is just an example, right? How to build it. Now you can make your custom map even stronger. For example, if you place special things, for example, cores, right? The alpha core, the delta core, or the zeta core are your best friends. And you can place these cores to make your towers even stronger because you can gain more rotation speed. Well, the most important thing is that you gain more power, you gain more range, you gain more damage, you can decrease the tower price even further, you get more experience multiplier. So of course these are all the things that are good. And of course the delta core is even better and the zeta core is even better. So it just depends on what you have, but start with an alpha core. It's already pretty good. So you can place like, I don't know, an alpha core right here. And then you can, you know, just increase it. Or if you have a delta core, you can place that one, or you can use a zeta core. It depends all you have. And yeah, that can of course increase the damage that you do with your towers, and therefore you can survive more rounds and you can farm more. You can get more items with endless, right? And then other things that you can do to increase your damage is, well, as I said before, using abilities. Building a map that looks like this should be the best, really. And you can see that you don't really need much room. Like, my map is much larger than this, and yeah, I've used, like, I could move all these little things. I could move them like closer, right? And yeah, that's just it. So these are all the advices I have to give you guys on how to build a custom map. Triple B, would it cause problems to add tiles for things like freezing towers or resources to spend money on once you max a flamethrower? Absolutely not. It's always a good thing, especially when you play on endless, because of the fact that on endless you can make your towers level up passively much more, right, until level 100. It means that you know, this is a very reductive map. For example, something that I would change on this map, if I would be like already a little bit far ahead on endless, you know, my flamethrower is stronger or anything, is this. For example, I could place here another damage tile, some more platforms around it, so I could place another tower, maybe another flamethrower, or maybe a splash, you know, whatever you want. And then you can place down here a resource. Normally the best to place is a scalar, because it's the resource that mines the fastest. And then around it, of course, you're gonna place some more platforms, so you can place your mining speed modifiers. All right. So you can see that now your central spot is much larger. So of course you're gonna need to adapt, and you're gonna need to place your roads so that you can fit everything. So for example, in this case, it would be something like this, maybe. Nope. Liu 7831, hi, welcome. No, this is not regrow farming. This is not bit farming. This is just a showing how to build like a custom map and how to exploit more all the upgrades. All right, here we go. So for example, this map, see, is already much larger, but this is supposing that your towers are stronger. So of course, they should have more range, they should do more damage, and yeah, and in this way, for example, now you can definitely, it's 150, yeah. Now in this case, it's endless, all right, and I could be playing, not only getting a flamethrower, but also getting another tower. And getting, for example, a manor here, right, to increase my income, to increase the sorry, not the income, but the energy, the how it's called, the experience that the tower gets. For example, I could be placing here this modifier right here. It's very, very important. It's called experience modifier, and therefore you can give it. And now every time that the manor gets a resource, it gets a 70 experience to the tower. In this case, of course, I have a lot of stats right here, very high speed right here, because of the fact that I have max endless. But this just to show you that you can actually make your towers level up faster, and by making them level up faster, you can reach stronger levels because they get more and more power. See here how power increases, and if you on top of that you have a core, you can increase the experience multiplier even more. You can decrease the cost of the tower, you can increase the damage, the range, the power. Very, very important. Then of course you can place right here some mining speed modifiers to increase even further the speed. And you can see that here, this is insane. See how quickly it's leveling up, and that is just because of this. So yeah, and remember that you can always build the modifiers as I did before, right? And then, for example, when you have reached already, I don't know, this is already max level, see, level 100. Then, not to waste these resources, I could be placing here another tower. Normally, I like to place something different than flamethrower, for example, like splash. Normally, it's the best. And this way, I'm now giving the experience to splash, the one that I'm getting from the modifier. I can even place more modifiers here for splash. Okay, let's just place 2 damage and 1 attack speed, because splash also benefits from attack speed. Flamethrower doesn't, but splash does. You can increase the all the levels even more, and yeah, this is just once again, it's an insane amount of damage. And once you get the tower also level 100, in this case, that's when you can sell the miner, so you don't need it anymore, right? Because you have already your tower's max level, so you can sell it. You can also sell the experience modifier. You can get like a power modifier in the spot. You can sell all the rest, and you can just keep on trying to survive with your 2 towers as long as possible. And you always get your core upgraded, so you get more range, more damage. If you have a delta core, that's of course better. And yeah, for this boss, for example, I'm gonna need to use a Battle Lightning, because otherwise I just can't attack it. And yeah, just keep on going just like that. This is of course an extreme example, because my towers are maxed, my modifiers are maxed, so I'm doing a ton of damage here. But yeah, this is just indicative. You know, as you progress through the game, you can start doing this. Remember though that once you reach here on research, level 30 bit dust drop rate, level 30 loot frequency, and level 30 loot rarity, you have to switch to farming level 6.3. So you need to, you know, take away all the custom maps, all the stuff. You need to drop it completely, and you need to start farming this level. And for this level, as I said before, you're gonna need 4 main towers. You're gonna need freezing, you're gonna need splash. So that's why upgrading splash for the custom maps is always a good thing. You're gonna need then Gauss, and you're gonna need Crusher. So those are the 4 towers you're gonna need for, you know, maxing your farming at level 6.3. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that answered your question, and I just show you guys some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so here Herald is saying, ¿podrías decir qué piensas que se puede hacer cuando habilitan la fábrica en la investigación? Oh, okay, so he's asking about the factory upgrade, this one right here, the developer mode. No one really knows what you can unlock with this mode. Some says that you can just start changing the parameters of the game. You could like create your own maps. You could make your towers have the stats as you may want. I don't know. It could be all of that. It could be none of that. So, but yeah, it's just something that's there. I don't know if they ever gonna like, if they ever gonna unlock it. But yeah, it's just there. Okay, so Liu here 7831 says I earn 4 to 6 bit dust per game in 6.3 level. I have only 300% endless mode. 4 or 6,000 bit dust, or 4 or 6. Because if you earn only 4 to 6, that means that you don't have enough here of bit dust drop rate. You don't have enough loot frequency and loot rarity. Because if you have all of these 3 things level 30, you should be able to earn about like 20 to 30. So you should be able to have more bit dust per game. Especially if you have like normal research maxed, right? So your mining speed is maxed in normal, all your towers are maxed in normal, then you should be able to earn more of bit dust. So I think there is something weird there. Maybe developer mode unlocks future updates. Yeah, exactly. It could be. on future updates, most likely like some more towers will be added. Of course, some new levels are gonna be added, and yeah, it's all very cool. So here Herald says that the factory is the one where you use the prestige tickets. Oh, this one. Oh, you were referring to this upgrade. Oh, alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what this is. Again, it's coming soon, so maybe it's gonna be unlocked in a future update. But no one really knows what this means. So far, you know how many times I have reset my quests? I've done it only twice. So I reset them once, and then I reset them again, and that's it. Like those are the only, those are like I have reset the quest only 2 times so far in the game, because of the fact that there is just a much easier and faster way to get these prestige tickets rather than, you know, selling and resetting quests. So yeah, it's just not worth it anymore. Alright, so let's just keep on going here with the quest. Okay, so I just have 1 left in this level. I need to earn matrix. So let's see, let's go 50%. Let's go here. And let's place a modifier. And yeah, in this case, I don't have any strict regulations for the towers I need to use. So let's just go freestyle. With this, with Crusher, with Venom, Sniper, and probably 1 modifier there, Bounty, and then I don't know, like Cannon. Actually, Sniper is not a very good option here because there are some fast enemies. So let's do, yeah, let's show you guys laser how it works. And I'm gonna show you why I like it so much now with like max endless. De nada, Gerald. Como dije en el video, nadie sabe efectivamente qué es ese factory, modo fábrica del juego. Lo vamos a descubrir probablemente en los próximos updates. And look at this. 6 beams. Look at this, guys. Boom. How cool is that? And if you get also larger batteries, you can also rotate the tower, and it becomes such a powerhouse, especially on other levels, because like on this one that have very, you know, just 3 type of enemies, is may not look that great, but on other levels it's super strong, and especially with the ultimate it becomes such a strong tower because it gets more and more damage. So yeah, it's just very, very nice. Can you play on secret level? Oh yeah, of course. In order to unlock the secret level, you need to click the back mode, I think, a certain amount of times. I'm gonna just show you guys how to do it now. 6. Let's go here. 6. Alright. I need to earn matrix here, so I need to focus my resources on upgrading this miner. Just a level 3 here, I guess. Should be enough. And once again, laser having such a high base damage, and also the fact that with the ultimate you gain even more damage, means that also levels up very quickly. Alright, so let's just get this miner upgraded like as much as possible, just trying to earn this matrix quickly. Right, just here 400 more. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of bounties here, so my income, you can see that even if I get a lot of coins, but still it's pretty low. Look at this. This speed, this mining speed is just insane. No, wait, let's just wait a little bit here. And that should be the quest here. Boom. Alright. So another level completed. And no, now let me just save up here the game, so I don't lose my progress with all the quests. And now to play on this secret level, you go into settings. See here this debug mode. You have to activate it and see what happens. And then you need to deactivate it. And you just need to click on this a couple times, and then after a little bit you're gonna unlock this. This is called secret level, and it's very tough because you can see here the leaderboard. All right, you can see that the highest score has been done. It's 22.0 thousand, and it's very low. But the fact is that this level just takes off all the research that you have. So all the research is deleted. There are certain parameters that are changed here. And you can see that all the towers are available, but where is it here? The emojis, yes, that's one. But see here, the score gains minus 90%. Stand duration minus 65%. And you have a lot of balance modifiers, and then the minus maxed level. And then down here you have more money at the start, less projectile speed, less attack speed, less health. You only have 1 health, so 1 enemy kills you. And then the upgrade level is -2. My previous, you can see that my record before has been 516 in terms of score. So I don't think, Mahmoud, you could have reached level wave of 165 here. I don't think it's possible, but yeah, I could be wrong. And you can see that there is no research. So where is the base here? Yeah, you can see the base. You have here all the stats, and unfortunately, everything is reduced. And there's also a boss spawning every 41 wave 41. But anyway, I don't even remember how I approached this map. You can see that your towers have very small range, and yes, just very tough to make it work. I think I did use like Venom, then I used like something like a freezing, right? No, wait, not freezing here, but freezing here. Right, then here I did place something like cannon, maybe. I don't even remember, or no, it was Tesla. And then you can see that you're making the path of the enemies to be like no longer. And here I think I did place like a weird tower, like a sniper or something, I don't know. And then you do the same like for this last part. So you do like here, and then you place and so on. And then you try to survive. Because you can see the enemies sometimes spawn from very weird spots. And they spawn like from where they shouldn't be spawning. And in this case here, I'm gonna already lose, I think. Yeah. So yeah, this wasn't the start that I wanted. But anyway, it's just a very tough level, so you guys can make it, you can get it a try. Oh wow, Y65 is pretty good, mammoths on there. But you have to use a very specific setup, I think. So, yeah. Nicanom Mimus. No, Nicanom Onimus. Hi, welcome to the stream. So yeah, that's the secret level. So remember guys, to unlock it, you just need to go into settings, debug mode, click it a couple times, and eventually you're gonna get into the level, and you can give it a try yourself to see which towers are the best. I think actually the best thing is to place what I did before, but placing it all right here, because enemies are gonna be forced to enter into this portal right here, this this purple one, which is the color here, I don't know, to be able to reach the base. So so yeah, that's why it's just better. Then here I don't even remember what I did, and then here you place something to not allow the enemies to get in at all. So yeah, something like this should work. But here, for example, I just place a tower here that forces the enemy to follow the upper part here, the upper path. And yeah, here already an enemy. Like, you need to place very early a crusher. In this case, I lost, but that's something. That's how to do it pretty much. And you can see that you earn the score very slowly. And yeah, you can try your luck on that secret level. So yeah, I hope that you guys were able to see it. Flamethrower, minigun, sniper. Oh, cool. That's a pretty cool strategy. I think everyone has their own strategy. Like, my personal one, I think, was with Venom. Probably was like Venom, Flamethrower, and Tesla, something like that. But yeah, you can see that my best score here was this one right here, 1.1 thousand. So not too much, but so Nika, I can call you just Nika. So yeah, if you stop playing the game and then you came back after the huge update came out, then definitely that's a huge that's a lot of confusion because there's a lot going on. And yeah, but I have explained in this video, in this stream, like if you go into back you know, to other parts of the stream, you can see that I actually explained well how to progress to endless. And also, don't worry, because I'm gonna start soon a new series. I'm gonna just create a new account, you know, starting completely from zero, and I will just show you guys the progress through all the early levels, you know, as you start the game from scratch, from zero. So what to do, how to farm, you know, efficiently, how to use best your research to focus on the correct towers. And then slowly, you know, how to keep on going through the game, then unlocking endless, start doing the custom maps, and then eventually going into the middle part endless. So so yeah, it's just my what I'm gonna do in the future. So I hope that, you know, those series I will do for like showing all the progress from very beginner, like at the beginning, all the way until endless, is gonna be helpful for you guys. Extra skills, rip the cannon. Yeah, exactly. They also nerfed blast. Blast was hugely nerfed. Missile was hugely nerfed. Cannon was hugely nerfed. Like, the best towers that were considered before the 1.8 patch were all nerfed. So, and yeah, then there is the now the unique, like the ultimate, that you unlock at level 20. So yeah, some towers got nerfed, some other towers got buffed. For example, now Venom became pretty strong, Tesla became pretty strong, Flamethrower, Gauss and Crusher being introduced into the game with their own research. So yeah, some towers got nerfed, but other ones got better. So I guess it was pretty good. And yeah, all the modifiers, especially how bounties work, they also changed that. Now bounties are much more expensive. Tienes que hacer 100 oleadas para cumplir con los puntajes, pues. Yeah, exactly. To do high scores in this secret level, you need to use, you need to try to survive as many waves as possible, of course. So what ultimate of missile and cannon is better? Sacramat asks, and Sacramut asks, so welcome to the stream. I think missile is better, and I'm gonna just show you why here. So if we could go into the level, right, and we just consider endless, right? See that I'm gonna place both missile and cannon, and you can see the ultimates. Now the ultimate for cannon is gonna place a mine on a nearby empty tile, so it could be also a platform. I'm gonna just show you this in a moment. And it's gonna do a certain amount of percentage of the DPS from the tower. Remember, the DPS is calculated damage times the attack speed, right? Times like 0.16 or something like that. And you can have a certain amount of mines in the screen. The missile ultimate is going to increase the damage you do from level 10 ability. There is a passive, so you always get it. So the enemies with more than a certain threshold of HP are going to take even more damage. And if you have compact missiles, you can aim at multiple enemies at once. You can optimize the explosion range. Between these two, the best one is the missile one. Even if I go into normal research, so I exclude completely all the gains that you gain for the towers, you know, because of the research, still here, missile is better. Because of the fact that these mines that you get from cannon are very, very underwhelming, and they fall off very badly in the late game, because of the fact that the enemies are having so much HP that these mines do like no damage. Instead, missile, because it's a threshold, you can see it's a percentage. So even if enemies have more HP, because it's a percentage damage, you do always more and more and more damage. So that's why it's better. All right. Will you rate my account? Okay, we'll send you a screenshot of my research. Okay, yeah, you can share on the Discord server. You can go into my Discord server on Infinitode 2, like the channel Infinitode 2, and then you can post your picture there, and I can just give you some comments. Yeah, of course, I can do that. The nerf splash too. It wasn't a nerf. It was a changing on like how the effectiveness is, because now see the splash can't attack any more regulars. It's 0. So that's the huge. I mean, that's the nerf, if you could call it like that. Splash can't attack regulars anymore, and therefore you can't use Splash anymore as the main tower to farm custom maps, because like regulars is the enemy that you always have, like on any portal that you have, you always have regulars. See, you can't find a portal that doesn't have regulars. So they really killed Splash farming. But now the cool thing is that even though Splash farming doesn't work anymore, but the flamethrower farming now works, because of the fact that if you can place a portal that doesn't have healers and possibly doesn't have the armor enemies, then you can damage all the other type of enemies with some pretty good percentages. You can see that only strong enemies take 50%. All the other ones take 100 or 150%, so that's pretty good. And of course, just flying enemies, you can use like ball lightning or other abilities, right? So yeah, now you like on custom maps, you don't use any more splash, you use flamethrower. So that's why at the beginning, like on endless, as you unlock it, it's better to just spend some resources to make flamethrower a little bit stronger, so you can progress faster on the custom maps. And yeah, so that's just my reason. But now they have made it that like each tower now has one type of enemy that it cannot damage at all. Like for example, basic is the only tower that can damage all enemy types other than the flying ones. All the other towers, you can see that sniper again can damage the flying ones, cannon can damage the flying ones, well, anti-air here, splash can damage regulars, blast can damage flying, multi-shot can damage strong. That was another change in 1.8. Now multi-shot cannot damage strong enemies, 0. Minigun can damage fighters. Venom can damage, of course, Venom enemies. Tesla can damage both armored and fighters. Missile can damage the fast enemies, so that was another nerf added on the 1.8 patch. Flamethrower cannot damage healers. Laser cannot damage icy. Gauss cannot damage flying, and then Crusher cannot damage also flying. So you can see that the most common towers, the most used towers, always have a weakness, like one type of enemy that they can't hit at all, other than, of course, the flying ones. Is it worth to take 1.1 power ability? Sacred Mood here asked before. Yes, it's worth if the tower has some pretty bad ultimate. For example, Cannon, that the ultimate is bad, it's almost always better to go with more power because of that. So on every tower where the ultimate is bad, for example, also for basic, the ultimate is very bad. So going for power is better. Other towers where like the ultimate is bad, multi-shot, another example. Like the ultimate is this backwards projectile that it just goes in the opposite direction. Like this is a joke. Like look at this. I'm gonna just play this level once so you guys can see the joke of this ability, because it's like pretty hilarious. I'm gonna just level it up so that I can reach level 20 fast. Look at this. Look at this joke of ultimate. This is the worst ultimate in the game. Oh, oops. Yeah, true. True that it cannot attack strong enemies anymore. And that should be level 20. Now look at this. Look at the ultimate from this tower, and you can see why it's completely useless. Look at this. Every time that it attacks, flies, like shoots these backward projectiles. That of course, because like the tower always aims for the enemies, this backward projectile like is reaching nowhere, right? And therefore, yes, it has a lot of damage, but it's hitting nothing. And you can only make use of this backward projectile if you place this tower like in a U-shape kind of turn. For example, like here, 5.8. If you place like multi-shot, like for example in this spot, I think, then when it attacks enemies on the other side, for example enemies up here, then the backward projectile, because it flies in this direction, it could hit other enemies, but it's just bad. So that's one of the worst ultimates in the game. So yeah, that's another tower where you always gonna go for more power rather than going for the ultimate. So go for more power. A minigun is pretty good, the ultimate. Tesla also is pretty good. Venom is pretty good. Missile is pretty good. Also, Flamethrower is another tower where most of the times you're gonna go for more power rather than the ultimate. And also Crusher, depending on times. Sometimes rather than going for the ultimate, because of the fact that if you place Crusher very close towards the portal, you cannot really exploit much the extra coins. You can just go for more power. So, but yeah, go for the ultimate. It's just if the ultimate is good. Okay, so thank you for this screenshot, you. I'm gonna just take a look at it afterwards, after the stream ends. I'm a huge fan of Arc, so I'm glad it's more valuable. Tesla, yeah, Tesla. It's a little bit better now, just because of the fact that on the nerfs on the other towers, it has become more valuable, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Multi-shot ult is probably useful on custom maps, maybe. I don't know, because even on custom maps, like if I will have to play this custom map, right, I'm gonna just go here into the maximum difficulty so that I can just stack like the enemies fast. For example, if I would place a multi-shot right here, right, if I would max it out, I mean, yeah, of course here there are gonna be some different enemies, but the main problem is just the fact that these backward projectiles like always shoots in the opposite direction. So even if the like multi-shot here starts attacking other enemies, see that until the backward projectile can hit somehow enemies on the opposite side, is very low. So that's why I feel like it's not so good. You can see that all these projectiles here are wasted, and it would be a lot better to just go for more power, to have more damage, more attack speed, more rotation. So yeah, I don't know, maybe here now it's doing something. See that it's like hitting some enemies now, but I mean, I think it's just not worth it. Just one projectile, see, it's just not worth it. Yeah, I think you can just build it in much better, just going for more power. For intermediate player, the best way to farm is to use flamethrower with ultimate on custom map. Yeah, that's right. As soon as you unlock endless, so as soon as you reach the point in the game where you unlock this, alright, that's where you're gonna build your custom map, as I showed you before. And you're gonna start using flamethrower to just build and to farm. So yeah, the middle part of the game is done like this. As you get better bases, as you get better portals, as you get some bid dust, in the same time you get some lucky shot tickets, you can try hero luck, you can get more research tickets. But at the beginning you're gonna need most likely you're gonna need to maybe sell some custom maps to be able to earn enough prestige tickets to bring both loot frequency and loot rarity level 10. And only afterwards I think you can use like the research tickets. So yeah, you need to always remember that. But yeah, flamethrower is just one of the best towers now to farm custom maps. And when you can afford, like for example, a map as large as this with double tower, that's where you're gonna build a flamethrower and splash. So these two towers at once, and yeah, that's pretty good way to farm. But remember, as soon as you can reach level 30 here, level 30 and level 30, you have to switch to level 6.3. So yeah, it's pretty boring. It could be long, especially at the beginning, because you don't really getting much bid dust. You're getting demotivated or you don't see much progress, but just keep on playing, keep on trying, and eventually you're gonna be able to get there. It's especially important, like as you play on endless, always to like try to research maximally normal. For example, the general stats here, the mining speed stats, like towers like freezing or like a flamethrower, first max it on normal and then start researching on endless. Don't try to start endless research without having first maxed the most important towers on normals. That's very important. You cry thinking about how much you need, how much bid dust you need. Oh, don't worry. I also thought it was impossible at the beginning, but then there is a point in the game, like when you max this, and especially when you max loot frequency, there is a certain part in the game when you start earning so much loot that it gets super easy, and the game really speeds up a lot, because you start then farming level 6.3 and you start earning like maybe 100 bid dust, then you start earning 300, then 600, then 1000, 4000, 6000, And as you progress through, so as you use the bit dust, you know, to increase your towers, especially to level up like infer mining speed modifiers, overload, the general stats, you know, like Gauss, Crusher, Splash, all these towers, you can just keep on earning more and more and more and more. And yeah, the maximum bit dust you can earn is like 25,000 per game when you can max, once you have max Splash, Gauss, you have max the overall like research right here, the general research, and then like Infure mining speed, the mining speed from modifiers, and overload. I think you have like set up to earn 25,000. So yeah, if you guys want, I can just show you here one gameplay on I've also done it in other videos, but I can do it again. One full gameplay on 6.3 once you have max research. So with max endless research, what is how it looks like the playing on 6.3, and what's the farming and all the stuff. So so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, so I don't remember correctly everything because it's been a while since I've done it, but I think this should be the start. Right, and then here. Something like this. Oh, no, wait, I messed up. Because I need first to build up the... Yeah, I need first to do this, exactly. I need to get the modifiers first, the mining speed, the modifiers are there, and then I can start like upgrading some other stuff. So yeah. And you're gonna see here, this is gonna be an insane gameplay because it's just how it is when you max everything. Wait, it was here? Like a crusher? No, it wasn't here. It was here. Yeah, I thought that there was something wrong. So just increasing level 1 here, level 1. Upgrading this now. Yeah, don't remember. I'm not very good here because like it's been a while since I've played, so I could be pretty rusty. But I remember the overall like gameplay style, so I hope that I will be able to show you a pretty good farming here. You place Gauss here, level 3. You get this. You get Gauss actually. Just to unlock the ultimate, actually level 7, yeah, level 7 I think it's needed. And then here, once you reach on the timer 25, you sell the Gauss and you place it on the opposite side, so like this, right? 1, 2, 3 here, selling here, and then placing Gauss on this other direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Level 3 here. Level 5. This bottom right, bottom left miner. Once again here getting the ultimate for Gauss, and that increases the mining speed. That's very, very important. Once again, you just look here at the timer, 25, and then you can sell it. Then now you max this bottom left inferior, you just max it, level 10. And you can see that the game starts lagging, so I'm gonna just zoom out. I can actually just disable here all these things. because unfortunately otherwise the game just lags, and I just prefer like this. So Dream Jones, hi, welcome. 6 here, 6. Yeah, you need to upgrade your splash, otherwise the amount of enemies is so much that they're gonna start sneaking past. Okay, at 10, after you get the left info level 10, that's when you sell all these modifiers, or these like miners in the left, then the top left. Level 8 here, level 8, level 10 freezing. Be very careful here about damaging the boss, try to not to damage it. Okay, level 10. Then I'm gonna go here, level 4. Level 4 in the upper infra miners. And then I'm gonna get here level 10 and level 10 splash. And when the boss gets almost out of range, I'm gonna also get here attack speed. So let's do it, yeah, right now. Yeah, this stage is not very important, like getting all these other upgrades is not important, so you can do whatever. Yeah, stage 6 is very tough, Nick, so don't worry too much if you can beat them right away. It takes a while. So how much damage does our level 100 Gauss do? It deals a lot of damage. I don't know how many millions, but around like 300 million damage. Yeah, Endless, if you max it, if you max the experience, they can reach level 100. I think it's like some damage around like 300 million. Now here, you just want to reach level 22 on energy. So you want to reach 22 energy. And then, after you reach 22 energy, alright, so like right now, you wanna use 4 overloads. No, wait, you're gonna first increase the top miners. You're gonna use 4 overloads, and then when the enemies are almost about to sneak past, so you're gonna lose, you need to upgrade the bottom splash, and you need to get the ultimate for all 3 of them. And this is where the lag starts, because you do a ton of damage with the spikes from the splash, and you can see that's why here the enemies are disappearing. You also have get a very high maximum DPS bonus. And then after you destroy all the enemies, like this, that should be enough. Let's see here, the last few here. That's when you use other 2 overloads, right? You sell all the splash and you get more modifiers. You sell this and you place a how is called this? A cloud venom? No, poison cloud. And that's pretty much it. So now with 4 overloads, you are getting a lot of score, and also the miners have much more mining speed, so you're getting more, you're spawning more enemies, and of course enemies the violet ones are the ones that give you the biddes. When you end overload, you're gonna use other 9 overloads all at once, and you're gonna drop one poison cloud right there at the middle, so that you can damage the enemies enough, because otherwise the enemies are going to be able to push forward. And on the timer, when you see 125 seconds, you're going to use 2 more of these poison cloud abilities. So look at this, 125. Alright, like now. So using 1 again in the same spot, and I'm going to use 1 a little bit closer towards the bottom. Alright. And look at this speed here. So I'm producing like a ton of these violet enemies, and you can see here the biddes. See here, 17.2 thousand. A couple of seconds here, 17.8. Couple of seconds, 18.3. And yeah, this is just how you earn that many biddes at once. You don't even have to worry about like having the boss sneaking past, because you don't care about that. You're just farming here the enemies, these violet ones, the fighter enemies. Before the timer runs out, you can drop another a poison cloud right there ability. Then you just end the game. Right as soon as overload ends, you just end the game, and you see the results. You can see here. I was pretty slow because it's been a while since I've done it, so like you should take less than 7 minutes to do this whole setup. You can see here I got 25.3 thousand biddes, and yeah, a bunch of other stuff that right now I don't really need anymore. But that is just how much stuff you get once you max endless. And yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to show you guys once, in case you were wondering. Always remember playing on difficulty maximum there, 6.3. Of course, you're gonna need to progress. At the beginning, you might not be able to do it highest difficulty, but then as you get more research, you get stronger, you can do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna just end the stream now. I hope that you guys had a great time. Thank you for all the comments, all the feedback. It was very nice, very appreciated. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos, more updates, more tower guide series. I mean, more guide series about the game. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening, and see ya. Bye bye.